I don't have y'all talked about the previews yet for this week's issue.
We can.
We touched on it.
I know it's been a little hubbub on Twitter and whatnot, but Barta is that's absolutely what Barta would be saying about, hey, we need to kill this little bastard, bro. Like she is, like, I'm sorry, she was the leader of the apocalypse version of SEAL Team 6. She's led armies. You take down your opponent's biggest weapon fast and permanently. Like, that's exactly what she would say. And I don't have a problem with Dick having a problem with it either, because Dick, like, hey man, I done
That's my homie.
train this little nigga almost as much as his own daddy. So I think that's gonna be the big conflict. And I think, like I said, the stuff. I mean, we touched on it last time. Jon is even coming out of this, right?
He's gonna be fucked up, bro.
Yeah, man. Like his headspace is not gonna be right, bro. Dreamer might be. Nobody says dead in comics, but we don't really know what too much has happened with her.
I don't think she's
a
dead.
comic, if anything. I think she'll be back by the end of the event. But yeah, I think Jon's headspace after this, bro. Like, I don't know, dog. I could see him going. Folk don't want to. I can see him going away. Ultraman. To tell you the truth, be honest.
Oh,
all that trauma, repressed trauma from that when he was Lil Jon still. He just did. I didn't read once Taylor started his new run with him, so I don't know what all went down there, but I could see it being some issues there. I know he fought him, but I think I don't know. I don't know.
They didn't really fight.
Okay.
They fought briefly, but then it ended with a hug.
That's right. Yeah.
It ended with a hug.
So after this, and that's if Jon comes out of this. I don't even say you can say unscathed, because like that is a lot of cybernetic parts that have been fused together with him. Let's say they break Waller's hold of him. Okay, cool. Is he still going to be like the new cyborg Superman? Like what's going to go on with that? I think he's going to have a hard road over the next few months and years.
I think
they haven't dropped any promotionary art of him either.
Mm-hmm.
And Nicole Main still has a tie-in specifically for him.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So we got to see how that plays out too. And as for like how he ends up after Absolute Power, there's no way he could just go back to being, good old lovable Jon after this.
No,
bro. Like this is the good premise of either a mini series or another ongoing. Because I feel like DC, no, regardless of the backlash, they don't want to let go of Jon. You can tell there's been an effort. There's been a unified effort to try to make him stick. Mm-hmm. And I think this is it. Like, okay, what happens? You got taken over by Amanda Waller. You fucked up the Fortress of Solitude. You may have killed some folk. Like, no, these are the bones for something major here. If what I think happens, Jon is going to be in a much better position coming out of Absolute Power, because nobody really has had the balls to go there with Jon. Like Williamson, I think Williamson had some of the dopest moments with Jon, like back in Dark Crisis. But other than that, nobody really. I think Nicole Main, especially coming off of Suicide Squad, Nicole Main is not afraid to take it there. Like, bro, she killed Jay Nakamura's mom, bro. Like, she what else did she do? She fucking docks Dreamer's home, bro. Like,
I would say she would probably be the one person who could, at this point in time, get me to read a Jon book.
She wants it though. She's been every podcast I've listened to with her advertising or talking about Absolute Power and that Suicide Squad, that book that she just did. She has said, one, she wants to do a love triangle between Jon, Dreamer, and Jay. That's the first thing she wants to do.
Okay, I like that idea.
And secondly, she has a strong passion for Dreamer and John, and she has a passion. She has a clear direction, a voice in her head. Like I got cut off before I said this. They're not letting John or Dreamer go.
No,
because they're too important to the current status quo of our society, and that peer group. They're not letting that go for money wise, and because there's potential with these two characters long term.
I was gonna say also because Nicole Main has shown herself to be a really good writer. Like,
oh yes,
like out of nowhere, bro. Like we've seen actors come into comics before, and like let's keep it stacked. Majority of times it's ass, bro. Like,
trying too hard, pandering.
Exactly. Like bruh, that Suicide Squad run was, and not run, it was a mini, but still, bruh, I was surprised. I'm like, yo, good.
I told y'all.
And then because what was it? What was the event? Like she did a couple tie-in issues for
Beast World.
Beast World. Yeah, see, I read the first. I can't remember if it was a second issue after that.
There was a actual physical one shot, and then you had to read the part 2 in Action Comics.
All right, see that might be why. I think I fell off of Action after PKJ, so I might need to go back and see. But yeah, that Suicide Squad mini hit, and I'm like, yo, okay. I knew she had a good voice for Dreamer, right? And it makes sense, right? That's the character she brought over from portraying her on Supergirl. But her portrayals for everybody else is good, strong, clear voice. Like, hey man, let her cook. Like, give her. She definitely needs something else coming out of Absolute Power.
Absolutely. I mean, yo, I think she might be teasing Checkmate.
Oh shit, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah. Look, go back and peep her Twitter page, bro.
Okay.
And she's in the crate, y'all. She is in the crate. She's looking for things that have not been addressed, and not just stuff with Dreamer or Superman or the Metropolis family. She's one of you call her Rookie of the Year, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Agreed.
Unless old buddy from the dude that's doing the horror books, the dude that was Weasel, and I think he was Weasel or Rat King or whatever the fuck he was in Suicide Squad. He's writing a book too. He has a story inside the horror anthology coming up for Halloween, and I want to say he's doing Creature Commando for the tie-in book.
Okay.
For the movie cartoon series. Coming out of that Barta and Dick exchange in the preview, do you think John could cause a civil war?
I've wondered if that's what we're heading for. I don't know if it would happen in this event, but maybe coming up like your big event
the seeds of it, you know.
Yes,
I absolutely wondered.
I mean,
what we're headed for.
No, let's take it a step further. So, Quintin mentioned it before. Like, John has a lot of trauma, and also remember, right when we got introduced to John, the major storyline, the major tease was that he's going to become a tyrant. He's going to be the one that sets shit off. What if this is the tee up for that? It may not happen in this event. Let's just theorize for a second. Let's just say Absolute Power 3 and 4 comes out. You know, they fight John again, but John goes away. We don't see John for a while. He's off the board. And then when he comes back, he's on his bullshit. And then now,
y'all are cooking right now, y'all.
And then now,
here's the part. You got to have Damian be the one to put him down if it comes to it.
Dog, hold on. I'm gonna add something to it. Okay. Do you remember there's a conversation he had with Clark during his early, I don't know if it's the first portion of his run or the second version of his run, but he was talking about how Clark basically just puts out fires, basically. Right? That was the first kind of seed of that, like, remaining of that 5G ideal, right?
Yeah.
That he met the injustice version of his pops. Yeah. And he spent a lot of time with the evil version of his pops. And I'm not saying his best friend is Damian, but his best friend is Damian, who has killed people before and taken care of business like he's had to.
That's why I say if it comes to that, Damian should be the one to put him down. He's like, look, I mean, obviously it gives the thematic weight, right? Best friends, but then it's like
Then
Damien
the dick part of
willing
that.
to do what has to be done.
Okay, so all right, cool. Let's do a quick rapid fire.
Mhm.
Who's on pro take John down? Who's the one trying to protect John? So we
Okay.
know Dick could be on the side to protect John. We know Clark would be. We know Lois would be. Where's Bruce fall into this?
See, I think
Ooh,
Bruce
this is a
Bruce
good
doesn't.
time for the future state guys too.
Yeah, Bruce, he's not okay with killing him. He's not gonna be with that.
Facts.
But he does go along with, hey, we got to put him down.
Okay.
He's not gonna let you murder the boy, but we got to take him off the board.
Okay.
Bruce is the Black Widow of this situation, I think.
Yeah. Who else would be on that side?
Ollie would 100% be with taking him out. I think Ollie's
Would he
on team
be?
taking him out.
Wait, hold on, wait a minute. This is Ollie covered off getting his family back. The trauma of losing his family. The Ollie who just made the choice that he's gonna make whenever he makes it. Ollie might not be the same Ollie that we know, and we might not be the same Ollie.
Okay, all right. Fair point. Fair point.
Now,
from the Arrow family, I could see
Biko will take him out.
Yeah, and
Biko
I could see Connor having some hard feelings about it. I could see him ultimately doing it.
I think Connor's gonna be riding with Damien.
Yeah, exactly. Because we got to think about the Williamson run. They became pretty tight.
Yeah.
He might be a conscious.
I don't think Roy would go for it. Just
No.
on the fact that he's a father himself.
Okay.
Yeah, we know Roy. You know he's not always gonna have the hangups about killing, but
Where did Diana fall in?
Hold on, Grayson said that John heel turn would break my fucking heart, bro. Well, we cook it though. We cook it.
Diana 100% would be. Diana's like, people don't like the whole line that John's gave her and stuff about, when I put my enemies down, they stay down. Diana would 100%, if there's no other choice, she'll be down with killing John. I hate to say it,
but it's a last resort for her.
Yeah, it's absolutely a last resort. But she would be on that side of the.
What about Jason?
I don't even.
I'm gonna say I think Jason would be.
Care. I'm sorry.
I think Jason wouldn't be, just because Jason would never see somebody as so far gone, because he's seen that he's been able to work his way back.
That's a good point.
Now, as far as Bat Family, who else in the Bat Family other than Damien, Dick, and Jason? That now you start getting to cook a little bit, right? Helena, I think she's on the side. Yeah, we can take them out.
What about members of the Super Family?
The Super Family, I think that's where we can cook a little bit more, because honestly, I feel like if we're gonna talk about the Bat Family, the only ones that really matter in this point is Bruce, is Damien, Dick, and I think that's it. Because they're the ones that's always in the mix. Everybody else is ancillary characters. But the Superman family, I think you can play a little more of that.
I think you got to look at Babs, because she's been doing a bit with the Titans lately throughout Beast World. John really hadn't been.
Well, she's gonna be on whatever side Dick is on. I think she's loyal like that.
Not necessarily, because for a minute at the beginning of Gotham War, which I thought it was out of character for her, but she was like, "Hey, let's hear Selena out a bit more." So,
but I think everybody was out of character in that run. I think they've acknowledged that they rushed that event. So I try to avoid. Only thing I take away from that event is that there's more trained supervillains out there now that we don't know about. That's all that takes for that.
Yeah.
We just teeing up future villains. That's it.
The Superman family, I think you have to have Clark and Kara on opposing sides.
Whoa.
What side is Hey John? Power Girl. Karen, Karen, whatever her name is now.
Normally you'd say, yeah, she'd be on the side. Hey, hey, we can take him out. But
I think Connor's gonna be. I think Connor will probably be with Damian too.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because I'm thinking Damian's gonna have his own group of people.
Yeah. Because remember, y'all got like Damian pretty much created his own world in that run. Like Damian has a lot of people that will ride for him just off the strength of who he is and what he's done. And like, and so, hey, if Damian can convince people, hey, this guy's a threat, that would be like, hey, let's get him out of here.
What side do the Green Lanterns fall on?
See, I want to say that Jon would be on the keep him alive side, right? But Jon's also, again, you get the Barda aspect. Jon's a soldier. Jon will kill when necessary.
He just lost his mom, though.
Yeah,
lost is. I want to loosely,
and it's lost. That's him trying to delay coping with trauma as much as possible.
Okay, all right, I can take that. Okay.
Nah, she's gone. Oof.
I think honestly, I think Hal is on the side of protecting.
I do too. But see, now
he's not gonna want to kill a kid.
Okay, now you got your big two lanterns, right? But now you got to talk about Guy. You got to talk about Kyle.
I think that's the thing. When it comes to the ancillary characters, I don't want to put too much stock on them.
Yeah.
Like they may play a role, but like it's so wishy-washy on
the only reason I kind of bring those guys up is because if Jon Kent is running Rogue, Oa definitely knows about it.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh shit.
And see, it
wouldn't
even be just the Greens. It'd be the emotional spectrum entirely.
And now the
lanterns,
planets.
And you got to think about it. Jon is pretty resourceful. You got to think about it. He's a resourceful kid, and he's way more aggressive than Clark is.
Yeah.
So
like Jon could legitimately be a multiversal threat. Bro.
Yeah.
And then
like I said,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like you say, he spent the time with Ultraman, and then we see that the Injustice League they're gonna play a part in this event. If he's still around wherever he is.
Well, no, Ultraman's dead. Remember, Injustice League Superman killed him.
Wait, Ultraman. Now, wait, hold on. I think. Oh shit, he is dead.
Because the current syndicate is Donna Troy.
No shit. Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, he killed him in the first issue, I think.
It's the good anti-hero John Stewart guy, Green Lantern. They got a Flash variant on there, a Wally variant. There, because like that syndicate is more Titan. There's a little bit of Titan mixture in there.
Yeah.
But I also think the magical characters got to play a factor in it because you got to think about the Lords of Order and Chaos. Yeah. So John Constantine's automatically on the side to take him out. There's no question asked about that. Dr. Fate automatically on the side to take him out.
I was gonna say which Fate.
Well,
Kent would take him out. I think.
The other one would be like I think it'd be indifferent. I think some people are not gonna want to like they'll play factors in the story, but they wouldn't be like you wouldn't see it, right? To build suspense.
Who wants to take him out, but doesn't want to get on Clark's bad side, and so they just, you know what? We know this is the right thing to do.
Like 60%
we're kind of gonna be out of it.
You gotta think about it. Then you gotta think about what side is Lex on. They're getting their relationship.
If Lex is gonna be back by then, if Lex will be back.
Oh yeah, the whole thing with Brainiac is right.
Yeah.
Even if he did, I don't think honestly.
If you have him without his memories, that'd be a good wild card option for Lex. Now does Lex want to be on the side? Nah, hey, we need to save the kid. Before Lex be pragmatic and be logical with it. It's like, nah, he gotta go. Or he gets his memories back midway through this thing going on and he switches positions, switches sides.
If he has his memories, I think because of what he just went through with his daughter, it'll be pro whatever Clark does.
Yeah, I agreed.
And if he doesn't have it, if it's ruthless Lex, oh yeah, we're gonna take him out.
And I think too, I say he's gonna be more pro, because I feel like he created Supercorp just to help out Superman. So I feel like he's gonna use whatever resource to try to help Clark, and try to save John too. And like, let's just say they don't take out John, right? They don't like quote unquote kill him. But I think this right here would be the setup for him being de-aged. That's the setup right there.
Ooh.
Don't kill him. Don't kill him.
Lazarus Pit is back in effect. Let's not forget that. That just happened. The Lazarus Pit.
Yeah.
It was the Cyrus event. So it's back. It's a synthetic version of it.
Right.
But Lazarus Pit, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that might play a factor in it, but you never know.
Okay. See, I'm not as on the de-age train as much as I used to be, but here, think what else about this. Okay, we de-age him, but he keeps all the memories of everything that's happened. He keeps the memories, and now you gotta watch him as he's growing up. Like, okay, we know he nutted up in the future. Is he gonna nut up again? But this time, if he does nut up, will it be of his own volition this time, as opposed to him being controlled, him being turned into a cyborg? Now, it's just too much for a kid essentially to deal with. Now,
and that puts Damien more in a mentor role if you think about it too.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I think at this point, like you said, I've kind of passed him going back to that age. I think if DC's smart, just have a story where you tell stories during that era.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you started. Put Pete Tomasi back on there, and or Pete, whoever's on there, put him back on there and just let him run wild, right? You know what I'm saying? Just let that be a thing, right? But I more so de-age him to Damien's age, like the exact 13, 14, whatever, however old he is.
Yeah, because that's okay. That works.
Right now he's like 20, 21.
I think he's like he's either 18 or.
But he was 18. That was like Bendis run. So I mean, it's sliding scale. So I'm just going by it's been about what? We're Bendis is what? 19, 18.
Yeah, you got to remember he was when that's the Taylor run, but remember he was his first day at college when he first met Jay. I think it was at like a community college or something, but he was going to go to college. So you figure 18, maybe 19 now. Damien's like, we've seen Damien driving, so it's like, all right, 15. I don't know if they quite want him to be 16 yet, so I say 15, because he was 13 for the longest time.
Now, if you de-age both of them,
I feel like if we're gonna de-age, it's gonna be one, because Damien has got a lot of growth. He's grown a lot, as a character. Yeah. I
don't know. It'd be cool. I mean, what if he killed somebody? What if he killed Mark Waid has said he says prominent heroes will be permanently changed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said somebody's gonna bite. A couple people biting the dust. We haven't really seen anybody truly. If we don't see the body, they not dead, right? That's the rule. I haven't seen a body yet, so I'm assuming the deaths will come this issue coming out next week or next month.
So how about this then? What if it's not a hero that he kills, but because I don't think he's been out in public yet. So far, his only target has been the Fortress of Solitude and the heroes. But John's big thing is about caring for the people, caring for the environment. I think if Amanda has him go out and he actually hurts people, he actually drops bodies, legitimate bodies,
mm-hmm.
that's what's gonna set him off. That is your story right there.
The Man of Steel effect.
Yeah.
Ooh. I think they're all on Themyscira this week in the third issue. we got to assume he's probably going to attack the island at some point.
I'm glad you brought that up. Before you continue your statement,
Yeah, go
you brought
ahead.
up that Sierra. We already said Wonder Woman would be kind of like indifferent until the last ditch, whatever choice is going to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't speak for all of the Amazon.
No,
That's
no, it doesn't. I was
right.
just thinking about that.
That's
Um,
So
right.
what does Nubia think?
I mean, look at a warrior race that, the whole reason they're on this island is because in their human lives they died at the hand more often than not at the hands of men and violently. And now you have a man attacking this refuge after we've already invited your people in so they can seek shelter here.
So
Yeah.
that automatically puts Diana in the protection role. She's gonna have to be if that's the route they go. If that's because Nubia would kind of be forced. Because technically, people be coming after Nubia's throne since she took it.
Yeah.
Hippatalia is gone. She's an Olympian. Artemis might. I think Artemis is definitely pro. Cassie's probably not. Yara probably isn't because that's gonna be his future running mate. Donna might be indifferent, I think, because her connection to Dick.
Yeah.
Man,
This is sad. Oh nah, them two mascaras for to catch your body like a trampoline. Facts.
oh shit, hell yeah.
Facts.
Man,
And
I don't
also,
want to
too-
leave, y'all. God damn.
But also too, before you leave, Nubia don't got no real attachment to John, y'all.
No,
She
doesn't.
don't.
Yeah, real talk.
She don't. I don't think she has a real attachment to Superman.
No,
But
and
I
we
believe
know
if Diana
in the
gives her
series,
sister sleep.
they can give a Kryptonian problems. Now, obviously, now John he wouldn't be holding back. So, maybe not.
And he's
Okay.
supercharged, and he got enhancements. This is like Terminator on crack.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if John is the next logical big bad, DC is in trouble.
Mhm.
I mean,
It's in trouble, bro. Like,
hold up. Think about it like this too. They're still pushing Superman as the pillar point of the DC universe. Wouldn't it make sense? Because Doomsday is about to come back. We don't know how that's gonna play out, but wouldn't it make sense if his son, if you're the pillar, why wouldn't your son be the next big bad hero?
you know, to be
It's
dope.
too good to pass up.
He makes the heel turn. He kills Clark. Doom. He leaves. Doomsday's attacks. He comes back. He defeats Doomsday. Clark comes back. Everybody's happy. He has his redemption arc.
Yeah,
You
but we
leave
already
Earth.
know.
You kill your father, and you leave Earth defenseless.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a good. No, actually, I really like that. The only problem is we know Clark's on the league roster coming up. I don't know if it's
Well, yeah, this will happen throughout.
unless you do the
this,
time jump.
This will lead up to that, yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we'll have our happy moment. They're gonna give us this bright, sunny. Everybody gets these membership cards. Everybody's part of the Justice League. Everything's all great and sunny. Everything's under control. Then John kind of has his moment.
Okay.
Something happens. John has a conversation with Clark. We have an Invincible versus Omni-Man moment. Maybe it's lasting effects of the Brainiac stuff. You never know. Whatever pushes him over the edge, right? Maybe he has another run-in with Injustice Superman. Whatever the situation is where he starts realizing, I have to be more proactive. Maybe Jay dies. Whatever the situation is that pushes him over that next ledge, it causes this rift it causes this major rift. Either it's out of fear, out of love for John, you don't know what side you're on. It'll be probably the most compelling shit they've done since Kingdom Come. It'll push characters way out of their comfort zone. Give us a ton of stories. Because now we got to think about a looming evil. Maybe not evil, but like hella aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it starts off with the Green Lanterns finding them doing shit like off-world, something. But you start seeing these seeds, like a serial, like a slasher film. You start seeing them pop up in these random, like the New Gods book. He's being way more proactive than a Clark has ever been, that a Batman has ever been, for that fucking matter, right? Then he comes back, he's all scruffy looking. You know what I'm saying? And Damien's even like, You all right, bro? When's the last time you had a nap? You know, when's the last time you hit your drums? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then and then something happens with Jay, or something. You know what I'm saying? Or because Jay's already kind of on that turn too. When you think about it.
Yeah, he's pissed. He's pissed.
So what if Jay's influence, right? The trauma, and then like Clark says something that just triggers him, like you fucking Boy Scout, you're so fucking perfect, right? You got it all under control, and then he lashes out. He loses control a little bit. The blue shit's having an effect on his brain, whatever. The electric stuff, right? These mutations that he got from the Lazarus brain are starting to affect. Maybe some leftover shit from the Brainiac stuff. But the setup is there for him to have a true heel turn with room to have lasting impact and then have a redemption. To set him up to be the modern day. It gives the people what kind of Superman people, like the Zack Snyder fans, really want. They want a flawed Superman.
Mm-hmm.
They want a Superman that's not Omni-Man, not crazy, but a Superman that will do what, you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean?
Willing to get his hands in the dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really, to me, it's kind of like, it's sad to see our society kind of have these views. Like the Joker movie, especially, is a big highlight of that kind of shit.
I mean, no, I like that. I like that train he's on, though.
Could have just theorized like the next 2 or 3 years of DC Comics without even knowing it, bro. This is crazy. It's right there, though.
It absolutely is, and I keep going back to the see now. I'm just coming up with possibilities as to where this can really lead. I really need to see what happens in this week's issue before I want to go super further on that, because I'm starting to think it is getting actually pretty likely, because now I'm about to go back through those first 2 issues and the tie-ins, but I'm starting to see, like you said, they might have been playing these breadcrumbs all along for the past 2 years
Yeah, bro. I mean, bro, we over here talking about the box. I mean, bro, Jon might be the big wild card here, bro.
I can legitimately see it. He being your next big bad, and you don't do it in a like a 5G way, or you take the same principles of what that era was gonna be, but you just it's essentially you're doing it more well thought out and planned. Ooh, shit! This can set up a crisis.
I mean, listen, like think about it too, because I still think DC they're gonna take their time before we go to something cosmic again. So I feel like this would be another good bare bones street level type story. You can still do the crazy shit, but it ain't gonna be nothing where you got to worry about like the multiverse and all that other shit. Like you can still keep it amongst the heroes.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I agree. I want that, but see, like I say, Jon can absolutely be a multiversal level threat. So now, people from other Earths are getting involved. Like, hey, man, yeah, this shit's affecting us now. Now you get Calvin Ellis showing up. You get Val Zod showing up. Like, hey, bro, like y'all ain't gonna just then just get out the way and let us handle it. And then he starts wrecking shop there. Then you go to, like you say, Earth 3 with the Injustice League, and okay, y'all say Ultraman out the paint. So, but they've seen what it looks like when a Superman there goes bad. So, oh shit, it could be potential, and I'm talking like 3-4 years down the line, but I can see that like, your next crisis.
Oh yeah, like your next major crisis. Because right now, let's keep it a fat stack. This isn't a crisis. Absolute power is not a crisis.
No.
Yeah, this is just an event.